it's Rapunzel here with another video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to crochet this hat. This is not my original idea. I don't know whose it is, but it is not my original idea. But I'm going to show you how to do something. Okay, so what you'll need is you can choose one color or you can choose multiple colors. Black for the trim. And scissors you'll need. I just got, just random scissors, I guess. And you're gonna need these later, but tapestry nails, just to sew in, because there will be like extra yarn out here, so you will need to sew that in. So, yeah. I forgot about the hook. It's a G 4.5. It's a 4.5 millimeter hook. I'm sorry you can't really see it, but it's 4.5 and it's a G. And yeah, so let's get started. So I'm gonna start with my light purple, and we're actually gonna start up. I'm just gonna keep like playing this hat in and out. We're gonna start like up here with the yellow. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a slip stitch, and make sure you have some yarn to sew in. And I'm really sorry if it's not focusing. I guess my camera is not focusing today. Very sorry about that. And you're gonna put it on your hook, and then what you're gonna do is you are going to chain 4. So chain, you just wrap your hook around, and then you put it through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I have 4. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go to the first chain. The first stitch. It's not stitch. Oh my gosh. Stitch. And then you go in. So it's kind of like a loop. And I kind of keep my fingers here so I know where the hole is. And then you do a slip stitch, which is you wrap your hook around, and then you pull it through the first one, and then you pull, and then you have 2, and then the bottom one goes over the top like that. It does give you some time to get used to, and that's my middle right there, that little tiny hole. I'm very sorry if anything's not focusing, but that little tiny hole is right there. It's in there. And make sure you don't grab your tail, because that happens a lot. Like what I just did. But that's my little hole. Then what you're going to do is you're going to chain 2. I think it's 2. And then you go into the circle. You go into the circle, you go into the middle of the circle, and then you do a double crochet. So I've never done double crochet on this. Okay, you wrap your yarn around, and I'm very sorry if it's not focusing. You wrap your yarn around, and then you put it in the circle, the middle of the circle, and then wrap your yarn around again. Pull it through the middle of the circle, and then now you have 3. You're going to wrap your yarn around, and you're just going to pull through these 2. Wrap your yarn again, and then there's 2, and you're just going to pull through both of them. So there you go. You have technically 2 double crochets, because the chain 2 is actually 1 double crochet. So you're going to do it again. You're going to wrap your yarn around, go into the middle of the circle, wrap your yarn again, pull it through the hole, and you have 3. You wrap your yarn around, and then you pull it through twice. You pull it through the 2, the first 2 loops on your chain, on your hook. I'm very sorry about this. Wrap your yarn around your hook again, and then pull through the other 2. So there you go. You have 3 double crochets. You're going to chain 1, which is you wrap your yarn around, you just pull through. And then you have 3, and then you're going to double crochet 3 more times. So you're going to do it 3 more times. And then you do 3 double crochets. So we do have 2 sets of double crochets, which is also kind of 3 sets of double crochets. So not 3 sets, but 3 double crochets is actually known as a shell. So when I say shell, I mean 3 double crochet. And then you chain, and then you want to make sure that you have, I believe it's 5. Yeah, 5 shells. So I have 2. Once you're done with, your 5 shells, what you're going to do is you are going to slip stitch into the top of the, the top of your 2 or 3 double crochets. Which how you slip stitch is you go into where you want to slip stitch, and you obviously have one loop, and you wrap your hook around, you pull through the first one, and then you pull, and then you don't wrap it around your hook, but you pull this one over like that. So you can either change colors, that's what I'm going to do, or if you don't, slip stitch until you reach the first hole in there. So I'm going to change colors. So how you do that is you cut yarn off the next color, which mine is the dark purple, and it's just right there. And what you want to do is you're actually gonna, with this one, you're just gonna pull through. I think. Yeah, I think you pull through, and then what you do is you do a slip stitch. Yeah, you do pull through, and you slip stitch, okay, I never really said this, but what you do, you wrap it like a hoop, right? Your tail goes through like that, and you just pull. And then just to tighten it, and then you go through to where this hole was, where you want to start. And how you join them is you take it and you wrap it around, pull through, and then put this loop over this one, like that, and that's how you join. Yes, you will have a lot of tails in, and then if you want to do the rainbow one, it's the orange one, because I know when I followed the video, I just followed the video, and it would be the orange one. I did the yellow one, so now we're on to the orange one. And, oops, I'm sorry I moved that. And what you're going to do is you're going to do, I believe it's 3. I don't think it's 2, but, oops. I think 3. I think it's 3. I don't think it's 2. 3 chains is you're going to do a shell, which you do 2 other double crochets in that same space. After that, once you do the other 2, you're going to chain 1, and then you're going to do 3 double crochets in that same space as you did. So you're going to do it again in the same space. And then chain 1, and that's what you're going to do all around in all of these spaces. So I will meet you back when I'm done. Okay, so once you're done going all the way around, you're going to slip stitch again. And if you are continuing with the same color, you want to slip stitch until when you had to chain. So you go over 3 and then in here, in this space. But either way, I am going to change colors. So chain 3 and do a 2 double crochets, which would be 3 because of the 3, and then chain, and then just go. Then in here, if it'll focus, in here would be 2 shells. Chain, do 3, you chain, and you do 3 again. Do double crochets. Now you're double crocheting all through this. So when I say like just a random number, you double crochet unless I say, you know, chain. And then 1 chain. And then in here, in the space right here, you do just a shell or 3 double crochet. So when I just say a random number, we don't single crochet until the trim. And you just work that all the way around. I'll meet you when I come back. Also, if you guys want to pause, if I'm going too fast, you can pause if you want. So, yeah. Okay, so I actually have my flash on right now, so that's why it's kind of brighter. So I'm going to see if my flash will actually kind of help. So what you're going to do is once you're done, obviously slip stitch. So I'm just going to see if this flash will help better or if it will make it worse. Color, slip stitch, slip stitch, slip stitch. You go into here. And you just do the same thing that we've been doing all this time. Chain 3 and everything. So, and then double crochet 3 times and then chain until we actually find out. So that's what you do. So shell, then shell, chain, then 2 shells. So this tail out. Slip stitch and going all the way around. And now what you're gonna do is for the rest of the time, now it's purple. For the rest of the time, you're just gonna do shells all. Now we're gonna do the trim, which is I did black. I'm gonna do black, and you can really start wherever you want. But I'm just gonna start like here. Slip stitch. What you're gonna do is you are going to single crochet all the way around, and I will. And then for these, you just skip into here. So I will meet you back when I come around where my starter point was. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna connect them together by slip stitching. I don't even know if I said that right. And chain 1. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna single crochet there, like in there. You can see like there's holes. So you can do this as many times as you want. I would recommend about 4 times would be the maximum. Because you're just gonna use a stitch marker and you are going to just put it next to it, or so then at least you know that's where you started and that's where you're going.